What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be putting this one on the Doane Tactical channel because I'm not putting any firearms in the frame. So hopefully we can do this without getting demonetized. What I'm going to do today is do a review on my 5.11 Tac Tec Plate Carrier. This has become my favorite plate carrier. I have one in black. It's back here. We'll bring that out here in a little bit. Then I've got my main squeeze, which is Multicam. This one rides with me everywhere. I put it in my trunk. I have it there for, active shooter type situations. Chances of a civilian getting into an active shooter like that, probably slim to none, but might as well have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. So we're gonna go into my setup here, a little bit of a review, how I feel about the product, and then kind of wrap it up. So first things first, I've got steel plates in here. Got the AR 500 steel plates with their build-up material. I got them while they were on sale. I like them because they're slim. One thing that I do want to do is put a soft plate behind it and a soft plate in front of it. Obviously it may not do anything as far as ballistics, but this hard plate is really rough on my back, so that's why I like having a soft plate in between there. I know some people offer the a foam insert or a cushioned insert, but I'd much rather just to have that extra barrier of ballistics. Even if it doesn't do anything, it still makes me feel better. So that's what I've got in here. You can argue in the comment section about which is better, steel, ceramic, whatever you want, but I chose to go with steel. Just cheaper. I'm not a high-speed operator, so I don't really need the ceramics. If you need ceramics, then by all means you use ceramics and do whatever. Anyways, so we're just gonna start up here and go down on the front section here, and then I'll rotate it around and explain the back side. So top down here, it has a little name tape slot. You can put either your name, the company you work for, whatever you feel you need to put right there, you can put right there. It's got a little admin pouch here that I usually stuff like a little Right in the Rain notepad and then a pencil and a pen, just because my line of work, I do fugitive recovery and security, so those definitely come in handy for me. I put an American flag patch here just to kind of protect the Velcro, as well as add a little bit of flash to it. I've also added the Blue Force Gear tourniquet holder. You'll see on my other one that I don't have anything super high speed there. You don't need it there. I just liked it. Liked how it added a little bit of a multicam kind of drape to it. Please excuse me, it's hot and sweating like a mofo. I've also got the Blue Force Gear bungee mag pouches here. They work for my SIG with the metal mags, but the polymer mags that you get with Glock, it's a little finicky in there. And then up front here, I've got 6 magazine pouches here. I've got 2 of the back inserts here. They've got little snap downs, but they don't work. So I don't know why they're there, unless they're there if you're running the 20 rounders. But they don't work for 30s. Just the way it goes. And then I've got 3 Velcro shut ones here. This one is the Bay Systems one that I ordered off of Amazon in a kit, or it was either Amazon or eBay, I can't remember, of a kit that came with a bandolier, which was the Army's like rifleman bandolier that I ended up giving to my brother. But all in all, it was a good kit, but it didn't offer ballistic panels, so that's why I ended up going with the plate carrier. Basically, these are always loaded up with magazines, and then this one right here, like I said, this was like a a quick kind of grab and go was my idea with this one. So this one right here, yes, you could put magazines here, but I use it for my Glock. I throw my Glock 19X in here, close it up, and then it basically sits in there ready to go. I do kind of finagle the Glock bags to go in here, so it just sits in my trunk ready to go. That way I can just grab it and throw it on and go. Then I've got a sidearm here, and then I've always got my rifle in the trunk, so I'll just grab my rifle. I run around in shorts and a t-shirt most of the time, like gym clothes, so I'm not always kitted out with a concealed gun and all that stuff. So I do like having something separate that I could just throw on and go. So here on the side here, I have a IFAK kit. Let me try to get this rotated around here. An IFAK. This one is the U.S. Army one. The company has been marked out. The lot number has been marked out. Oh wait, correction. It's Secre or Secre or whatever. I bought it off Amazon. It cost me $100. So if you want to spend $100 on a full med kit, Secre is definitely the one that I chose. So it would definitely work for you guys. Here on the back side, we have it pretty slick, because I do sit in a vehicle when I'm doing security or fugitive recovery. So I do want to have this back panel slick so that it's easier to sit in the car. Again, you can add hydration systems, a bag or a backpack, whatever that connects to the Molly. I know Travis Haley's Haley Strategic does offer a flat pack, which is something that I looked into. I may end up going on and throwing it on here. I may not. I don't know yet. And then for the side cummerbunds, I am going to end up throwing a side plate carrier in here, just because I want to kind of rotate this into like a Minuteman kind of plate carrier. Kind of want to get away from using it for my active shooter, because I do have the second one here, which we'll go over here in just a second. But I will be throwing side plate carriers here on the side. I want to run the Agilite or Agilite side plate carriers, just because they're the ones that I found that I like the most. They can extend accept taller side plates, so that's definitely something that I'm looking into. But that pretty much covers the Multicam one. Not going to go into how the plates go on the Multicam one. I will show you all that on the one that doesn't have any ballistic panels in. So we'll set this one down here, and we'll go ahead and pull up this one. So this one has not seen as much wear and tear as that one has, just because this one has just been sitting in my closet. It's got dog hair all over it, all sorts of crummy stuff. But so as you see, kind of similar setup. I've got my name tape here. I've got an American flag here, because in the state of Texas where I live, they don't like you to have Texas flags on your security uniforms. So, but you could put an American flag on there, so that's why I've got an American flag here. I would like to put a Texas one, but Texas laws, you know. I have my O positive blood type here, which I don't have on my other one. I'm probably going to be getting that soon. Details, right? And then obviously I have my security patch here. This one is reflective, because I do work at night, and some of the places I work at night, I work in a parking lot, and so I want to be able to be seen. And I don't wear this everywhere, so not all security sites require, you know, full plate carrier and everything. And so I only wore this at a rodeo that is held here in Austin. And then I've got this slick right now. I'm thinking about buying another one of those Blue Force Gear ones that's down here. I'm buying it in black and then putting it right here. That way I can kind of tether this correctly. And then I've got the HSGI, or I believe is what they are, the high-speed magazine pouches here. You just slide the magazine in, and it kind of holds it in place via bungee. All right, guys, so we're back. The camera shut off because it's a GoPro, and it's got hot, right? Because that's what GoPros do naturally. But anyways, where we left off was with this little kangaroo pouch I've got here. It's got the AR mag pouch back here, and then it's got a pistol mag pouch in front. I learned the hard way that if you try to double stack AR and then put the pistol in front, it just flops around way too much. So I ended up just buying 2 side-by-sides, and then I bought 2 ARs that go side by side, and then one of them has the kangaroo pouch here. That way I've got a spare mag here. Typically when I'm working security, I do have a duty belt, so I do have 3 more backup mags on my person, and so I definitely have enough ammunition should shit hit the fan. But it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So take that for what you will. So before I found out about that Blue Force Gear tourniquet holder, I literally just took some of my wife's hair ties. There we go, that's the word I was looking for. I just bungeed it on here. It's not ideal, but it does work. It does take a little bit to get off, just because it is wrapped around a couple times so that it stays put. It still is loose there, but it still stays there. It ain't going anywhere. Should you get into a foot pursuit or whatever, it still stays there. One thing that is different from this one to the Multicam one is this one has a full front panel here that you can put patches on. It goes all the way down here and then all the way up. I don't know why they did that, but this one does give you that option. So take that for what you will. Again, this one also has the same admin pouch, and the admin pouch does go all the way down to the bottom here. I don't know if it does that on this one, so that may be the difference. And again, put notepads, put pens, pencils. And then for this one, I do have a wolf hook here, because at the time I had just gotten off base. I worked on Papago Park Military Reservation as a security forces officer there. And we had wolf hooks on base, and I liked them. They worked. But whenever I was working out at the rodeo, I always had a rifle there, so it was just tugging down on one side of my rig. So I wasn't a big fan of it. So I ended up going to just having a 2-point sling on my rifle and kind of running it that way. This thing just stays here, just because I don't feel like taking it off, and if I take it off, I'll lose it. And then another thing is, you can also run comms through here. So whenever I was working security, I did have a radio that went in this pouch. This will also work as a double magazine pouch if you don't want to use a radio. It also works as a taser holder. There is no retention there, so take that for what you will. If you want retention on your taser, would not recommend it, but it is advertised to be a taser holder. And then you just run your comms up through here and then along the back to this side. Worked perfectly for me. I liked it. It is what it is. And so this one on the sides are slick, because I really didn't have anything to put there. I would have put another IFAC here. I just never got around to buying one for security. I got out of security, so it's really not that big a deal. I still do it part-time whenever people call me, but I don't do it full-time anymore. And then here on the back, again, I left it slick because a lot of times you are sitting in a vehicle doing security, and so it's just better to, you know, have it slick. I do have a giant security panel here. That way from behind people can see that I am a security officer here in Texas, and it's also reflective. I've got my O positive here as like a key holder. I had one on base, and so I thought it'd be cool to have in doing security, but honestly I prefer to have my keys in my pocket. That's just me personally, what I prefer. So this literally got no use at all. It just kind of sat there and was there just in case. It is super easy to move, so I just had it put on the back where it's out of the way. It also has my, you know, blood type. So again, we'll get into how it retains a plate. So you'll open it up here. You don't have to open this all the way. I'm just going to do it for ease of use, ease of video, because we will show you how to adjust the cummerbund for your fat people like me. You can go ahead and adjust the cummerbund however you want. It's got a little pull tab here. and you undo it. So the extension goes through here. I guess I'll do it. It's a pain in the ass, but the extension shoves into a little hole right here, and then you just fish it on in there to where it's out of the way, and then it comes up through your shoulder strap and then back around front to here, and basically works as a quick release. If you know about it as well, it is quick release, so if you're ever injured or whatever, they could just quick release it off of you so they don't have to cut away any material, which is also another cool thing to have, especially doing security and having to fund everything you do, because ain't no security company want to pay for anything that you may purchase for yourself, which is also nice because then you could take it wherever you want to another security company or whatever. Again, this video is not about security, so I do apologize if I ramble on about it. I did it for 7 years, so that's what's in my mind. But so here is where you put the plates. The plates go in here. It does have 4 tie downs. It's got some on the side here. There's a strap there. I don't know if you'll be able to see that very well on camera, but there is a tie down there, and then another tie down here that goes all the way up to the top. It's Velcro, and that's how it secures it from the bottom, and then kind of just slide it up in there. On this one, I don't have it secured on the side. I just have it secured from the bottom. I have it in there, and then I shove it up as high as it'll go, and then call it a day, and that's what she said. But anyways, that pretty much wraps up my kind of video, my take on the 5.11 Tac Tec Plate Carrier. It's also like a review. It doesn't really go in depth on everything. If you would like a more in-depth view of it, then I will put all the specs down in the comment section for you guys, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Also, I do have a Patreon now. Gonna try to put all my firearm training stuff on Patreon. It will be a monthly subscription for a good amount of money. It's basically, if you were to pay for one of my classes a month, then that'll give you all the PowerPoints for each one of my classes, as well as you know, some videos. I will also be putting free content on my personal YouTube channel, which will be linked down in the description below as well. So don't have to worry about having to pay for anything, but if you did want to go ahead and pay for something that gives you a little bit more detail, you can definitely do that as well. I'm still trying to talk to my NRA counselor to see if I can put NRA classes on Patreon, because right now I'm really small, still trying to grow. I don't have a classroom setting to do it on. His classroom setting is up in Killeen. He did say I could use it, but being down here in Austin, if I want to be able to charge, you know, Austin pricing for a class, it would be better to hold the class here instead of saying, hey, look, this is how much you're paying for the class, but you got to travel up to Killeen. So it is what it is, you know. And so I am an NRA instructor. I have pistol and rifle right now. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe. For more content like this, I will put it out, you know, as it comes to mind. This one has been a while in coming. I'm not good at planning out these videos, so that's part of the reason why it's taken so long to get this video out. I've had this product for a couple years now. Been wanting to review it for the last year. So anyways, guys, y'all have a good one.